Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Valkyrie Profile. Alright, it is at period 27 out of 28 in Chapter 3, so we're about to move on to Sacred Phase. Let's quickly go over what I've done. I've been doing a lot of level grinding. Valkyrie and Arngrim are up to level 23. Jolanda and Belinus are at 15 and 14 respectively. And if we go to Party, we can see that Laufer is 18, Llewellyn is 15, Cashel is 13, Nanami is 14, and Yume is 16. Now, the person that we're going to send up in this portion here, for this chapter, is going to be Llewellyn. And I have gotten him about as good as I'm going to get him. His hero value is 65, which is exactly what I need. With all of his traits maxed out this way, he does not have enough hero value. I had to get him up to level 15 in order for him to work. Then I also needed, let me see, what was the other stuff? I needed survival. So I maxed out survival. Let's see, what else? And Find Trap. I also put points into other things, just, you know, because I had some spare points. You can see that he has 2 capacity left. Yeah, it's going to be his turn to go up. Once you've maxed out their traits, if the hero value isn't high enough, then you just have to level them up. They get, I think, like 2 points per level. So, yeah. With certain characters, it's going to be quite difficult to get them high enough. But Llewellyn is now good to go. So let's see, what is it? How do I do that? Oh, yeah, transfer. Alright, so, Llewellyn, let me actually make sure that I've given you appropriate equipment. So he's got a longbow, and all the basic equipment. So that's good. Alright, Llewellyn, do me proud. Send character Asgard. Is this right? Yes, it is. Really okay to send this hero? Yes, it is. Alright. Then, for the next chapter, I will be sending up Nanami. You need someone who can negotiate, and I think any of the wizards can do that. Fingers crossed a bit. But I also, just to be on the safe side, I gave her basic equipment. There's an Angel Lips item. Red Rouge, which improves one's ability to negotiate with others. So, just to be on the safe side, I decided to give her that. And the reason that I went with that is that, I mean, I've already got Jolanda and Yume, and I like them both quite a bit. So, I decided that Nanami is kind of the odd one out in the group for the moment. I've also found that in the Oddrock Caves, Belinus and Laufer are fantastic for level grinding, and I'll show that off momentarily. So let's go ahead and head on down. There's also something that I missed here the first time, so I want to show off what exactly I missed. Oh, and before I do anything else, let me make sure that I don't forget. From this point on, I am going to want to remove the Nibelungen ring from Lenneth every time we get to Sacred Phase. It's a pretty good item otherwise. It reduces dark damage by 50%. So you don't want to necessarily just de-equip it permanently. But I'm going to leave it de-equipped for now because I do want to... Alright, so I've got the enemy check now item equipped, enemy search. So I'm getting that red globe orbiting me. reason why Belinus and Laufer are good in this area is with the dragons, and I'll show off why when we get there. But with Belinus or Laufer, you can really get a lot of experience out of a couple of the enemies here. Most of the battles with those two, you'll get a bunch of XP gems. However, it's these guys where you can really get a lot. Make sure that my hit points are okay. Yeah, we're fine. Actually, Arngrim is going to go up a level from this. So is Valkyrie, actually. Or at least I should say she will probably go up. Alright.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
No mercy.
So with these low-power, high-attack weapons, high number of attack weapons, you do very little damage against the dragon zombies. With any wizard, you can do, you know, actual damage. But then, look at that. Look at all of those crystals that just popped out of him. And then you'll get, you know, depending on what spells you're using, you'll get a couple rounds of just, you know, very low damage attacks, and then one magic attack, and, you know, just a lot of gems. And there we got a treasure. And you'll almost always get treasure as well. So basically it's just this. You take this damage for as long as you can. Having someone like, well, having the heal spell is very good, you know, just in case. But generally you're not really going to take that much damage, enough damage to be all that dangerous, at least, you know, when you start to get higher levels and stuff like that. But yeah, Belinus and Laufer can usually get between 2 and 7 crystals out of this guy. I think Belinus tends to get a few more. But he's down below half hit points. You just keep doing this for a while. And you could always, you know, opt not to take a wizard, and I was doing that for a while. And at that point, it's just, you know, only when people get very low on damage do you switch over to Grimwrist and just destroy him. So if you don't have a wizard, you know, you can just use Grimwrist and do the necessary damage. And once we're done, we'll see exactly how much experience we are going to get. I mean, these guys are worth a heck of a lot, too. Oh, wow, only one. It's disappointing. I mean, if I had better skill at button-mashing combos, I'm sure I could maximize this even more, but I'm not good at that. I'm basically just trying to get all the attacks in as I can. And now he's dead. So, what do we get?
Well, they were rather annoying.
Level 4 Valkyrie and Arngrim. Ah, yeah. It's pretty typical that you'll get 4 large crystals, essentially, which is 40 of the small ones, which is 200 plus 200% experience. So, go from 4,200 to 12,600. It's pretty good for level grinding. It really, really is. And just keep doing that. you know, fight everything else to get a few extra experience points here and there. But, yeah, those guys are really, really good for it. Let's see. Belinus is going to go up a level next, so let's go ahead. Just these. And lately I have been focusing on trying to get the hit points up. That is not the right thing. And when someone isn't actually, you know, gaining levels, and you can swap them over to the Ring of Learning. And I should probably put the Mighty Check back on. Yeah, that should be it. Where are you? There you are. So the first time I came through, I did miss something, and it was only after I went through and I got the enemy search that I realized that I missed something. So we'll take a look at that in a moment. Because I think it's on the next screen. Or one of the next screens. But yeah, Belinus and Laufer have a high tendency to knock guys up in the air and stuff like that, so it's pretty nice for getting crystals. Or items.
Well, they were rather annoying.
So, there you go. We got 7 out of that one. Not a bad boost to experience points. Got a Falchion. And a lot of those items that I'm picking up, you don't get much for materializing them. You can get a lot for the scrolls. Alright. I hate this thing. It does do damage every time. Oh well. But yeah, all the weapons that I'm picking up, I'm basically saving them for when I end up sending people up. Alright, there's a monster here. Fight you. And so the first time I came through here, I fought this guy and moved on past. After getting the enemy search, I noticed something. We will see as soon as we kill this guy.
No matter how many are defeated, more appear.
Well, it's just because we keep coming into the caves. Alright, so there's still an enemy. Normally the thing will fade. It won't fade right away. It'll just kind of like fade out, but it would have faded by now. So there's still an enemy, because apparently this is a ladder and I didn't realize it. I mean, I thought it looked weird, but still. So we fight him, and there's another ice beam shooting down.
Valkyrie, do you even need our help?
Don't you want experience, Jolanda? I mean, look at all the experience crystals we're getting. Unfortunately, you can only ever dodge once in a round, I think. Or counterattack, I should say. You can counterattack and block. But you can't. Generally, I think once you've counterattacked, then the next one will always hit you. If two enemies attack at the same time, or the same person, I should say. Another treasure chest, always nice.
Burn in hell, blasphemer of souls.
Oh, I don't think we've heard that one before, at least not on camera. Another Falchion, and another Falchion. Alright, so we can move over here. So yeah, I did not realize that there was another room here. So, let's go ahead and fight all of these enemies. There are quite a few of them. There's 4 groups.
To my side,
And there was a treasure
noble
chest.
Einherjar. Now face the princess.
It's mostly standard enemies. The treasure chest had a flare Basilard, so I've got I think 2 of those now. And yes, with the power that my characters have, I could split up their attacks and almost certainly kill these enemies in one round. But with you know, the dodge and counterattack and first aid, I just find it so much more valuable to focus on trying to get you know, item chests and XP crystals.
Released. We have no reason to remain here.
And there's a level for Belinus. 3 broken spheres. Alright, so Jolanda's going to be next. And it's also a very good idea to try to... Like, that's one of the reasons why I separated Arngrim and Valkyrie from leveling at the same time, was specifically so I could do this and swap the equipment around. Just be on the safe side, because I don't think she's going to go up a level from fighting these things.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Have at you.
Fortunately, it's very unusual to get gems out of those guys, I've found. But they almost always, when they drop an item, it's tends to be a spell,
No match for us.
which is pretty good. Next up, we've got you.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
So
Valkyrie, do you even need our help?
this place might still be a good place for level grinding in the next chapter, and maybe the one even the one after that. We'll have to see how the normal enemies are in some of the other, you know, the dungeons that we'll be getting new. And I'm probably at a point where I could go fight the things in the Cave of Oblivion, but still, I'll save that until, like, next episode. Or, I mean, next chapter, not an episode. I swear first aid always fails to go off on the when you really, really want it to go off. But only rarely do I have to do any additional healing with it, so it's still pretty good. And of course, you gain all your hit points back when you level up,
Blasphemer of souls.
so that's pretty nice. But yeah, I mean, look at that. I'm getting extra 300 some hit experience out of each one of those. That I find worthwhile. Definitely worthwhile. Taking a little bit of extra time on the battles. Hello. We'll fight you.
To my side, my noble Einherjar. Now face the princess's true wrath.
Wow, not bad. Treasure and, what, 6 gems? Pretty sweet. There we go. Got the treasure chest at least. Since I so rarely get gems out of those guys, I wouldn't, you know, at least if I get the treasure chest, I'm feeling pretty good. Because you get stuff like Stone Torch. It's basically 1 or 2 spells, but still, it's pretty good. Let's see. So what do we have? I'm up to 26 vegetable seeds, 22 broken armors, 31 broken spears, 18 broken blades, 17 feathers, although I'm not, and 18 beast's fangs, although I don't think I got them in here. 8 necklace dolls, 10 sages, which I believe I got those in here. I did make some more union plumes and elixirs. 17 sap powers, I believe I get those in here. Might get firestorms in here, I'm not sure. 24 stone torches, which can be turned into poison blows. So, I've got a spare sap. Now, transmutate, that becomes splash, so I don't need that. Dampen magic, stone torch, shield critical, becomes poison blow. So, I mean, like, I basically have enough stone torches and poison blows to give those to anyone that I want. Don't have many heals, 2, so I have not given any of those out. Only have the 1 lightning bolt, and I don't have any prismatic missiles. Lightning bolt is really good, though. Shadow Servant and Dark Savior, don't have any of those. Firestorms become Fire Lances, I got plenty of those. Sap Power becomes Sap Guard. Now, Sap Guard can become Dampen Magic, so I wonder if this is going to be like a 4-thing chain. Maybe I should change a couple of those. Icicle Edge becomes Frigid Damsel. Frigid Damsel becomes Icicle Edge. And Normalize becomes Heal. So, but I haven't done a whole lot of that. Actually, let's see. What was the... Let's do 3 of those. Let's do 2 of those. So we got Dampen Magic, and it just... Okay, it just goes back to Sap Power. Alright, that's fine. But then if you want to convert them to MP, you get 200 for each of the spells. So these are definitely the ways to go. The way to go if you want MP from items that you pick up. You know, whereas these a lot of the swords that I'm picking up and stuff like that, they're not terribly worth it. 15 for falchions, it's really not that good. Short spears are 10, warhammers are 20. You know, those are some of the other things that I've been winning. Let's see what else. Can I convert any of these that I've picked up? Bolt crossbow becomes a holy gem. Thunder gems. Nope, can't convert any of those. Flare gem. Okay. Alright, well, yeah. So, when we come back, we will be heading into Sacred Phase. I'll have run through the rest of this dungeon, and we will see what, you know, what the people we've sent up have done for us. See you next time, everyone. Wait, no, not see you next time. See you shortly. I'm sorry. Alright, finished our run through. Belinus is up to level 16. Jolanda is up to level 17. So as you can see, just a, you know, quick run through this place can get low-level characters up quite a bit of, you know, quite a few levels. Let's make sure I do not, I do not have the Nibelungen ring on. And let's go ahead and make our way out. Hello. Don't mind me, just jumping over your head. Totally doing it. Exit to world map? Yes, indeed. And with that, Chapter 3 is done. 140 periods remaining until end of world. The goddess Freya has summoned you. This chapter is concluded. Begin sacred phase.
It has been a long time, Lenneth.
Yeah, I know. Do you know how long it took me to grind all those Oh, you're not talking about that, are you?
Our current situation is as follows.
Asgard war status. I'm not sure if this improves if you send up more people or not. +1 to Aesir army, -1 to Vanir army, and other forces are still at 26. I'm not exactly sure what the other forces are supposed to represent.
Our current situation is, if things do not improve, I am afraid we are doomed.
I'm doing my best.
Do you wish to know the status of our Einherjar?
Sure. Alright, let's see what Jun has been up to.
You wish to know his status?
Yep. Awarded the rank of 14th level god, duty to protect supply troops, inspection of Sonder region, destruction of experiment equipment, deep in the mirage, victories, major role in ferocious attack, +20, exploits recognized, +5, total acquired hero value, +25. So, god rank, god level rank 14, platoon, 2nd platoon, evaluation value +25, hero value 174. I kind of feel like that god level rank 14 thing is related to Eastern celestial bureaucracy type stuff. Anyway, deep in the mirage. Bada Desert, 2nd platoon. It's been discovered that the Vanir have established a base in the Bada Desert. They have been disguising it thus far with an artificially created mirage. The base cannot be allowed to remain. Thor has decided to deploy the 2nd platoon. Not sure if we ever actually get to see Thor. Victory in war. Succeed in destroying the base. And exploits recognized. Oh. Apparently, we do get to see Thor. Jun, your exploits of late astonish me. You have been working hard. Thank you, Lord. I shall continue to expect much of you. I shall do my best to serve you, Lord. Recent exploits praised. Hero value +5.
Do you wish to know the status of our Einherjar?
Sure, let's check out Llewellyn.
You wish to know his status?
I do. So, evaluation of desired abilities, +37, awarded the rank of 16th level god. Execution of magic experiments, inspection of Yoskrol plains, return to Valhalla, rescue animal, +2, recapture of Fort Sartori, victories, major role in ferocious attack, +20, find and disable trap, +5, discover mysterious spring, +5, exploits recognized, +5, total acquired hero value, +79, and he is already at hero value 144. That's pretty good. Alright, rescue animal. What's this? While patrolling near the base, Llewellyn finds an injured rabbit. Going up to it, he uses his own items to treat its wounds. Caught by a wolf, were you? Don't worry, it's not too bad. With this, you'll be better soon. Be more careful next time, okay? Heals injured animal. Hero value +2. I have no idea what governed that. Recapture of Fort Sartori. Fort Sartori, 3rd platoon. Narrow rivers and tiny islands mark the Sartori region of Asgard. Here lies one of the Aesir's forts. It controls the northern region and is held by Tyr, a god of great power and authority. It is vital to the Aesir. The fort has been attacked and occupied by the Vanir. The Lord Tyr is still alive, but he has been badly beaten and thrown into the dungeon.
Our base in the Sartori region has been occupied by enemy forces.
If Llewellyn rescues Tyr, I am going to laugh.
Hurry and liberate the base.
also free Tyr, who has been taken prisoner. We have received reports that the enemy has laid many traps in the fortress. You must be careful to avoid these traps.
Lord Tyr, are you all right? Well enough. I owe you all my life. Victory in war. Successfully retook fortress. Protected Tyr. Alright, well, I guess maybe Llewellyn was just played a role rather than led that. So we just add rando Aesir. Free him. That works for me. Alright, exploits recognized. Vidar. Llewellyn, you have been doing well lately. No, sir, not at all. Keep up the good work. Your efforts here will have a big effect on the war here in Asgard. Yes, I understand. I'll do my best. Recent exploits rewarded. Hero value +5. Not sure exactly what happens if you send up multiple people in a
Do you
chapter.
wish to know the status of our Einherjar?
Nope, we're good.
Lenneth, about your performance.
Uh-huh.
You are doing well. Please continue as you have been.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
These are all the materialized points I can grant you at this time.
Alright, 9,720.
The Lord Odin is pleased with you. He bids me give you these artifacts.
Element Scepter, Icicle Edge, Firestorm, Darkness Arrow, Reflect Sorcery, Auto Item, Fame Fen, Holy Grail, and Acceptor Rod. I got another Holy Grail.
Lenneth, I have a request to make of you. We must send an emissary to those troublesome light elves.
Y'all Salfer? So, Negotiator, Trick, Demon Intelligence, and Hear Noise.
Can you
Necessary
send
here
an
evaluate.
Einherjar who is as skilled at negotiating as they are?
I suppose I could try.
We need a warrior skilled in battle tactics. We need an Einherjar wise in the lore of demons. We need an Einherjar who can gather intelligence. Very well. Good fortune.
Thank you.
I know that you can do it.
I appreciate it. Alright, Chapter 4, Period 0 of 28, 140 periods remaining until the end of world. Alright, so in the next episode we will get involved on that stuff. Let's see, what did I pick up? So yeah, I now have 2 Holy Grails. I now have a Golden Fowl. That's pretty good. So yeah, if my evaluation gets too low, then I can just send up some artifacts that I'm not really doing anything with. And let's check my seal value. My seal value is 66, so I am going to have to work on that. And I think it's going to go up a bit right now by transferring up Nanami. But we'll see how it goes. There we go. So make sure I didn't forget. Let's see. Status. Seal value is 78, and my evaluation is still 64. So, when we return, we're going to have to do a few things to try and get our seal value down. See you next time, everyone.